Wow, this is a beautiful Friday morning, and you are welcome to Dialogue Box on Blossom Nigeria. A lot of beautiful things are happening, and you are a major contributor to making great things happen in your world. Wherever you are, you have a role to play to make that place continue to do well, to expand their resources, and also to stand out in all that they do. So this morning, being a beautiful Friday morning, we are talking presidency. A lot is already on ground, and we've already made the pronouncement letting you know that we are discussing Ben Ayade today, who is presently the Cross River State governor. But before we go fully into the full analysis of the man himself, Ben Ayade, let's just look at some of the news updates as they pertain to us. And we know that, like we did and we said yesterday, areas where we think the government should do better, we also use this opportunity to let them know that yes, a lot is still expected in those particular areas. For this morning, we have it that the Speaker of the House of Representatives, that's Femi Gbajabiamila, has directed the clerk of the House to engage the services of a legal counsel to file a suit of perjury against the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio. And the Speaker made the announcement at the plenary session on Thursday, that was yesterday, while reacting to the failure of the minister to substantiate the claims that 60% of the contracts in the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, were awarded to lawmakers. And Gbajabiamila recalled that during the investigations or the investigative hearing on the alleged financial maladministration, that 40 billion naira has still not been accounted for by the NDDC, and Akpabio swore under oath, and he alleged that 60% of the contracts in the commission were awarded to lawmakers. Even though he was given 48 hours to react to those who are the main beneficiaries, we still received more information that he was still claiming that he never said what he was reported to have said. So a lot of more investigation is going into this. Then we also have the fact that, just a second, the Minister of Youth and Sports, that's the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dara, has received the comprehensive audit report of the tenanted facilities of the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos. So for this, a lot is still going on, as most of the infrastructure regarding sports and the like, they are working on maintenance, renovation, and the National Stadium is one of those facilities that will be renovated very soon. And the minister has also thanked the president for the move to renovate both the National Stadium and most sports infrastructure across the country to bring them up to standard. And that's a good one coming from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Then we have that the Senate has asked the Interim Management Committee, that's the IMC of the NDDC, to refund 4.9 billion paid to staff members. That this is in breach of procurement processes and approvals to the commission, or rather approvals to the commission's account with immediate effect. So with this, we are seeing and hearing that most of the funds that were released for different things that were not fully accounted for, a lot of them are still not well audited, and the account is still not very strong. So the National Assembly is asking that 4.9 billion should be returned with immediate effect. Then still on the NDDC, we have it that the Senate has resolved to investigate allegations of corruption leveled by the Niger Delta Development Commission against some lawmakers. So the Senate gave its Committee on Ethics, Privileges and public petitions 4 weeks to probe the allegations made by the management of the NDDC and the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio. This was one of the many resolutions adopted by the lawmakers on Thursday after they considered the report of the ad hoc committee set up to investigate misappropriation of funds and reckless spending in the NDDC. So we still think that a lot more investigation still needs to be done in the NDDC. We shouldn't just assume that everything has been well sorted. And just like a lot of Nigerians have been saying, it's like a slap in the face where you find such open drama taking place. The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs coming up to say he never said that the Senate or senators were a major beneficiaries of the contract that were awarded by the NDDC. So a lot of people still think that much more needs to be done, and consequence for wrongdoing should be stronger in Nigeria, so that both those who are occupying public offices and those who are coming up should see and know that indeed there is consequence for wrongdoing. So if there is anybody there who is a public office holder and he has not left some very positive legacies behind, then things like this, like what the Godswill Akpabio's administration of the NDDC is carrying out right now, is not exemplary, it's not a role model, and it's not something that other people should look up to. So we think that more should be done to resolve this issue with faster consequences for wrongdoing. Then moving on, we see that the federal government has said that Nigerian students may be asked to sit for the General Certificate Examinations, GCE, holding in November if the country fails to meet up with this year's timetable for the West African Secondary School Certificate Examination, WASC. So the GCE is a private examination which is only offered in November, and the results are available by December. So the Minister of State for Education, Emeka Nwajuba, made this known at the bi-weekly Presidential Task Force meeting on COVID-19 that held on Thursday yesterday. So the minister explained the shift may become necessary since the WASC cannot be rescheduled for any reason. So the Minister of State for Education is emphasizing that WASC, that's the West African Senior School Certificate Examinations, cannot be rescheduled for any reason. So because of this, they will maybe rather go for GCE, which the students can write in November and expect the results in December. Then we have it that the Nigerian government has launched the Agriculture for Food and Job Plan. Is called AFJP, a component of the Nigerian Economic and Sustainability Plan, NESP. So the plan is to help mitigate against the impact of the COVID-19 on farmers and the economy. This was disclosed by the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Sabo Nanono, during the official launch of the AFJP in Katsina State on Thursday, according to a statement issued by Ezeja Ikemefuna, the ministry's director of information. So that's coming from the Ministry of Agriculture, setting up a plan for sustainable food plan, a component of the Nigerian Economic and Sustainability Plan. That's a good one from the Ministry of Agriculture. Then a quick one that the president has said, he has directed that NDDC, that's the Niger Delta Development Commission, should be returned to the presidency. So that means it will have to report directly to the presidency, and he has sacked the interim management committee and appointed a sole administrator. So with this, that means the president is asking the current team that is constituting the management of the NDDC to step aside, and those who are to take charge or be in charge of the affairs of the commission will now report directly to the presidency. So we think this is a good one, and the president should look closely into it and see to it that more is done to resolve the hanging cases on the NDDC, which has become a lot of it has called for a lot of calls for the disbanding of the NDDC in itself. So it's a good one from the president. All right, so if a lot of things are happening, but like we said, areas where we think government should improve, we will still need to let them know that a lot more needs to be done. So like we have identified, excuse me, we have identified some areas like in the probe of the NDDC case. Like Blossom Nigeria stated last time, we said that there was no need for 48 hours to have been given to Godswill Akpabio to produce the names of the senators that benefited from the contract scam that he was being investigated for. And from what we can see, a lot of drama is already being acted, but we believe that the right strategies, the right modes of operation, and all that they need to do involving the judiciary, the full powers of the legislature without any form of subjective reasoning. Everything should be put into it so that this case should be resolved, and like we said earlier, it can become a role model, an example for others to follow, because this matter has become, in quotes, a matter that is not very good, and it can bring a lot of shame to Nigeria, even in the international community and in the general international fight against corruption. So we believe that a lot more should be done to resolve the NDDC case. Now, discussing our president or our likely candidate, that he has also been nominated severally as a very good candidate that can contest the 2023 presidential elections in Nigeria. And that's talking about Ben Ayade. So we're analyzing the Ben Ayade personality for Nigeria's presidency come 2023. So we'll just give you some background information, and we'll need you to sign in to discuss, to send your comments, air your views and your opinion, and what you think about the current governor of Cross River State, and why is he receiving such maybe high number of nominations. Also, last week we discussed about Raji Fashola, and it was a beautiful one. So we looked at all the areas where he could stand out, where he could do well, where he can, walk in line with people's expectations, and also areas where it might not really work for him. So, but looking at a candidate or a likely candidate from the south, talking about Ben Ayade, these are also a very not very strong force when it comes to politics, because it's also more in his area. But we'll just give you some background information and we'll discuss the likely pros and cons. All right, Benedict Ayade, who was born on 2nd March 1968, is a Nigerian politician and the current governor of Cross River State since May 29, 2015. He ran successfully for the office of governor in April 2015 on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. And before then, he was a member of the Senate. He was a senator, yes, a member of the Senate in Nigeria. So he was re-elected as a governor of Cross River State in the 2019 gubernatorial election. So analyzing this individual as one of our nominees for the 2023 presidency, the question is, what makes Ben Ayade different? What makes him stand out? And why do people think he will make a very great or a very good president? You can make your comments, air your views and your suggestions about Ben Ayade. So while that is going on, we'll still give you a little more about him. He has ventured into politics when he ran for the seat in the Nigerian Senate in the 2011 elections as a member of the PDP. So as at that time, he became a senator and he was elected by accumulating a total of 91,123 votes. And during his term in the Senate, Ayade held the position of Vice Chairman, Senate Committee on Environment and Ecology. He was also a member of other committees such as Petroleum, Downstream Sector, Education, Drugs, Narcotics, and Crime. So that means he held several committees also when he was in the Senate. Then Ben Ayade won the gubernatorial polls again on the platform of the People's Democratic Party in April 2015, and having polled 342,016 votes ahead of the All Progressives Congress, or rather the All Progressives Congress candidate in the state, Ode Ochicha, with 53,000 votes. So Ayade also recontested in the 2019 gubernatorial election, and he was re-elected as the governor of Cross River State. So among other notable awards that he has won, he has been awarded as the 2016 Vanguard newspaper's Governor of the Year. Then he was also the 2019 Champion newspaper Governor of the Year. Then on 24th August 2018, he was also invested as a Knight of St. John International Roman Catholic Church, a Catholic award, a very sacred award by the Catholic Church that is given to those who are impacting society positively. So he was Government Secondary School, also in Obudu, Nigeria, for his secondary education. Then he earned his BSc, that's a Bachelor of Science degree honors, from the University of Ibadan in Nigeria. That's definitely in Nigeria, 1984 to 1988. He then proceeded to obtain his master's in microbiology, that's in 1989 to 1990, and subsequently his PhD, that's this is a doctorate degree in environmental microbiology from the same University of Ibadan, 1990 to 1991, and that earned him an award, winning the Best Doctoral Dissertation Award in Environmental Microbiology. Ayade also has an MBA 2000 to 2002 from Ambrose Ali University, that's in Ekpoma, Edo State. Then he is a lawyer with the LLB Honors Law degree from Delta State University, Abraka. Then Ayade went on to work as a lecturer at Delta State University, Abraka, where he was subsequently appointed a professor. So from his work in groundwater remediation in Nigeria, Ayade has also previously invented a sewage treatment plant powered by solar energy. So you can see that this man is vested in different areas. He is a lawyer, he's a microbiologist, and also a lecturer who has also been in the academic field, and he has been post which he held on to, as he was also a teacher for quite a while. Then now he has ventured into politics, doing quite well as a current governor with a lot of remarkable feats that he has achieved or recorded. But we are asking you to call in 09052525107 so that you can give us what you think about him, according to how we put it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But if the person or the man does not have any bad or ugly, it's only the good he has. So tell us what you think about Ben Ayade. Do you think Nigeria can go for a candidate like him, or root for a candidate like him to contest the 2020 election? If not, why, and what do you think are the main issues or the main things that may stand against him? Though he has not said anything about contesting, but people are just saying that he will make a very good presidential candidate. So what is your opinion on this? And let's look forward to hearing from you. All right, we are talking presidency. Let's see here. We have quite a lot more that we are expecting from analysts so that we can know exactly what this individual Ben Ayade stands to benefit from Nigeria, having served as a senator, now as a governor in Cross River State, and also likely if you cannot do anything or you cannot make any progress or you can't make any. We need you to send in your comments now, your opinion, and let us talk about this with immediate effect. All right, we have a call coming in. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Who is on the line?
I'm calling from Suilere.
Okay. Dialogue box on Blossom Nigeria. What's your name?
My name is Mark. I'm from Suilere.
Okay, Mark, you are welcome. What's your opinion on Ben Ayade going for presidency in the 2023 election?
Well, for Professor Ben Ayade, I don't really know much about him. But from documentary for him,
yeah,
I learned that he really did well in the agricultural sector in Cross River State, that during his administration, the agricultural sector in Cross River State really got a boost.
Okay.
And also, I also learned that he evaded some tax for craftsmen and peasant traders. So,
okay,
thing he has done, I can't really equate it with what he will do if he becomes the president.
Okay.
So I didn't really know much about him, but from those little things he has done, like I said earlier, I can't equate or use it as a yardstick for what he can do in the presidency for 2023.
Okay.
But from those little things, it's a stepping stone, no doubt. It's a stepping stone. You can really work on those little achievements and also do much more than what he has done. So, for my own points, I believe that let's give him a try. If the presidency will be zoned, two major party has the zoning formula, so I don't really know where the zoning will be. If it's going to be zoned to the south or probably to the south, I think it's a preferred candidate because there is no other person from that region that has indicated his interest for the presidency.
He too has not indicated his interest.
Okay, he has not indicated his interest.
Yeah.
But if he does indicate his interest, I believe we should give him a try and see. Let's see what he can do. Okay. But I'm not really. I don't know much about him, but let's just give him a try. That's my own point.
That's Ben Ayade, though he has not, he doesn't know so much about him, but he should be given a trial. All right, we have another call here. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, you are welcome to Dialogue Box.
Yes, thank you, Blossom Nigeria, for your very timely exposés on these characters that we're looking at for 2023.
Okay, thank you so much.
It's a welcome development. I am Harrison.
All right.
It's always a pleasure
talking with us.
Pleasure calling in.
All right, thank you so much.
A very quick one about a distinguishing feature of Professor Ben Ayade.
Yeah.
Is that the man has proven to be very close to the grassroots.
Okay.
Okay, he's a man that has followed his advancements from his days, his choice of school, the university he attended, from when he started lecturing, the university he chose to lecture in before he even ventured into politics.
Yeah.
As a senator, I followed his activities. Now as a governor, one thing you can take from him is that he has proven to be there for the people.
Okay.
I know that the democracy is the government of the people.
Yeah.
It is the government for the people. It is the government that is people-based. So, looking at him as a candidate that should be encouraged for higher position or the first political job, I think it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one because something about him is that he's not foreign in his political approaches. Okay. Look at the things he has done in Calabar. Look at his policies. Look at his perceptions. It's just about the people. So he has proven to be a man of the people. Yeah. So give him much more power. We can trust that the power will be for the use of the people.
All right.
So he's a good candidate. And thanks for bringing him up for consideration. Analysis.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, but what do you think if for any reason the zoning formula comes up and maybe those in the south are zoned out? Let's use that word. What do you think candidates like him should just sit back and just whatever they have inside will just remain there? So should they be given other opportunities to maximize what they have in serving the people, like you said, the government of the people?
Well, in political ecosystem, you understand that specific political structure is key to owning political office.
Okay.
And by this I mean political party. So he's a member of People's Democratic Party, and it is likely that the president or they will zone their presidential office to the north. It is very, very likely. So people like Professor Ben Ayade, the likes of Wike, will be options for vice president.
Okay.
There will be good options for vice president, because if they zone it to the north, PDP will look at the west or south or southeast, and he's a good candidate from south, basically. For asking him to jump guns, now where is he going to? APC does not have the acceptance in south. As we speak now, they don't even have one governor. The only one they had, they lost a few weeks ago. So looking at the possibility of abandoning PDP, as far as I'm concerned, will be very suicidal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
For him.
Okay, so he has to remain in PDP and
he just has to be there
and maximize what he has on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he will be a good consideration for his lot, given his antecedents, given his age, given his activity, not just at the south, but in Nigerian politics. And he's not a man with lots of political enemies.
Yeah.
Other than the normal political enemies you have at the state level.
Okay.
We have political enemies like the likes of Wike and that have rough shoulders and ruffle feeders with the likes of Atiku, going into what happened to 2020.
Okay.
So then Ayade has the chance of clinching or becoming a vice presidential consideration for me.
All right. Thank you so much, Harrison. Thank you. We appreciate your call.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right. Okay, so we move on and we are talking about candidates like Ben Ayade, Professor Ben Ayade, Senator Ben Ayade, and from all what we have received and we have heard so far, the odds are working for him. There's nothing against him for now. So the only issue is that the zoning formula, how is it going to work out? And for maybe that period, it is not zoned to the south. The last caller just suggested that people like Ben Ayade can be very good candidates for vice president. So that's also a good one, and it's also an avenue for them to maybe release some of the beautiful stuff they have on the inside. So we'd like to just ask you, wherever you are, you can keep giving us what you think about, like, Nigeria deserves the best, and we don't want to see things going down. We have this comment coming from Coco. It says, "Good morning. Professor Ben Ayade reminds me of the days Fashola. He is young and is making a great impact. He deserves to be president." So this is from Coco. His own take is that he is just like how Fashola was very impactful in his day and time. All right, we have another caller coming in. Let's quickly take this call before we round off. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Am I on to Blossom Nigeria?
Yeah, you are welcome. This is a dialogue box on Blossom Nigeria.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm calling today.
Okay.
We are discussing my candidates.
Wow. And
so, Ben Ayade.
Wow, that's a nice one.
Yes.
So why is he your candidate?
Well, I got to know him not too long on social media. I just saw some archives, some of the things he has done, maybe in the past as a governor on Facebook, and I became very interested in him, and I started searching about him. I discovered that the man is actually a man of the people. Okay. It's not a man that thinks about himself. I watched one and he was so emotional. The man was crying when he was talking about his people. Wow. And he said something while he was talking. He said all he desires is for him to be able to ensure that every Cross River State person, every Cross-Riverian, something like that he called it, are living well. And he said that this was not what he planned when he came. He thought that when he's coming, he was able to do so much more. That was how it caught my attention. And I kept on watching. And several other things that I've seen him do. I've seen him build estates for poor people. And he equipped the whole place, every room. And he brought in the poor woman, the poor widow, the poor widower, all people that don't even have means of taking good care of themselves. And this man brought them in. And I watched him eating with one old woman right there. As in, they brought the food. He's the governor. They brought the food. He said, Mama, I want to eat with you. And eat with that old woman. Wow. The same plate. My own specially he was there playing with these people, and I was like, wow, this is the kind of people we need in Nigeria. This is the kind of people we need to be able to rule us. If we are able to put someone like Professor Ben Ayade, maybe as a president, well, for me, vice president, they don't really have so much say in Nigeria. That is the truth of the matter. You can just be a vice president and you are just doing follow. Follow, you don't have your say. You don't have power to do so much. Exactly. So even if he becomes a vice president, I don't think he will be able to do so much. But if they are able to push people like this, to come up to very high opportunity to be able to rule the people, I think that Nigeria would become a better place to live in. All right. So Ben Ayade is a great man. All right. Ben Ayade is a man that is ready. I learned that I think he has farmlands or something. And he gives to people. He's not even asking them for anything. His desire is that he wants to see every Cross-Riverian, a great person in the future. And this is, as someone that is ruling the people, you are actually supposed to serve. You came to serve. You came to serve the people. You came to make the lives of the people better. You came to make the people better, and where the place where you rule, a better place, where people will envy, and they want to come. They want to come and invest. Why? Wow. Because of the great things that they have seen the person do. Wow. He's a selfless man. Wow. He's not selfish. Wow. He's ready to help everyone. He's ready to give up his last penny for people to be better. These are the people that we should encourage. Wow. Those old men, they should leave that place and give opportunity. Now we are not talking about whether you are a Northerner or something. We need someone that can rule us truly. You've really been inspired by this man. I feel you. It's like you are even preaching to me right now. So he's really. I've not met. I just got to know him just a few months ago. Wow. And I follow him on Facebook. I follow all the things he's doing. He's not even the one posting them. There's people that are inspired by what he's doing. They are the one putting these things on social media for people to see. Wow. I feel like you just continuing going on and on and preaching to Nigerians because I'm sure that Cross River State is somewhere that people want to go, and when you go there, you are happy. It's true. It's true. All right, a quick one. Now that you have given us such a passionate outburst, let's use that word for now as talking about Ben Ayade for president.
what would you like to say about a quick comment about this Godswill Akpabio's issue and how he has really been putting a lot at stake that is not too good for Nigeria? What is your advice? Hello? Okay, we lost that call. But thank you so much. That was a very passionate one from Pastor Joy, actually calling from Newi, and she said a lot. We just wanted to give her more opportunities and even use the opportunity to ask her what is her own take about what should be done to people like Godswill Akpabio who are not really living up to expectation. But we know, like we said earlier, a lot more should be done so that there should be consequence for wrongdoing. And Ben Ayade has been a major source of inspiration. We can keep talking and more calls are coming in, but what we can just let everybody know is that continue. People like that have inspired a lot of Nigerians, because this person that just called, we've all been so inspired positively, and that is why people are even nominating that he should go for presidency come 2023. All right, a quick one. She just called back. Pastor Joy just called back. Let's quickly hear from her before we let her go. All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, I was asking that what's your take about Godswill Akpabio? What should be done to people like him, knowing fully well that they are not living up to expectation?
It's really a shame. It is a shame, really, because if you are given highly esteemed position, you are expected to do so much for the people. You know, how much can you take? How much can you steal? You know, with all that you have stolen, you have built houses. How many houses can you sleep in a day? How many of these cars that can you drive in a day?
Exactly.
So if you are there and you don't have the heart of the people, they should take seriously whatever they want to do to this kind of. If you notice recently, so many of these things have been coming up.
Yeah.
I watched in Gige a few days ago on I think on Facebook or something, and they were asking him some questions. And before I knew it, I used to respect him so much. Before I knew it, he got angry and he's telling the person, you are a boy. Your boss, who is Fashola, we were governors together. We were senators together, and now we are ministers together. So it is not me. I live in. He started even speaking pidgin English. I live for Victoria Island. I live for Island. All of us like be Lagos boys. I live for Island. You live for Mushin. What you want ask me? And I'm just wondering that are these the kind of people that we actually ask to come and lead us? These are the people, and they are telling him that you got your own position through rigging or something. He said, I know you went, and this actually they are discussing these things publicly, and
he owned up to it.
What do we expect people that voted them in? Yes, it's true that some of these positions they rigged elections, and they are there. Now that you rig the election and you are there, why don't you even try to amend things? You are there and you are doing more. I'm really very disappointed about Akpabio's matter.
Okay, so I really know that people like. All right, you are welcome back. Sorry for that brief break in transmission. It's due to technical challenges. So, like as I was saying, patriotism is key, and we believe that every one of us can do something and contribute to making our society better. So we've told you to visit our website www.blossomnigeria.com, and all through the weekend we'll be bringing up several initiatives. We'll be unveiling the project 1 Million Voices by next week, and you'll get to know more about it. It's an initiative from the Blossom Nigeria group, and we are getting our acts together, getting everybody to be a part of this, to speak up like what is happening in the Senate right now, what we can do both on the legal aspect, different aspects of it. So you get to know more details by next week. So but all through the weekend, be a constant visitor to www.blossomnigeria.com. Always visit us on our Facebook page and ensure you invite friends, family, contacts to join you on our Facebook page. Don't forget, patriotism is key, because if you are not patriotic, you will not want to do anything good for the land. But we believe that no matter how bad things are, we still believe in the Nigerian dream. Thank you so much for staying with us on Dialogue Box today. Have a wonderful weekend. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. And don't forget that I am Blossom and I believe in the Nigerian dream. Thank you.